My name is Dan Dorval, and I'm President and CEO of Dorval and Cherney Financial Advisors. I am an independent certified financial planner and author of my book, Financial Success for the Rest of Us, Reality Based Financial Planning for Mainstream America.
Hi, my name is Leah Woodley. I'm an associate financial advisor with Dorval and Cherney Financial Advisors. Our conversations discuss what it means to do quality of life planning in all areas of your life.
So, as we head into the end of the year, many people start thinking about wrapping things up financially. What should people be looking at when they take stock of their finances?
Well, for a lot of people, financially, the holidays are a stressor. You know,
Mm,
it's expensive nowadays when you're talking about hosting families, whether it's, food for Thanksgiving or you're thinking about maybe Christmas presents for Christmas season or holiday season. And, for a lot of people, they look at that and they see it more as a stress than as a really positive, good thing.
mm,
And I like to tell people that this is a time of year to really be intentional about quality of life. We
yes.
relentlessly remind people about quality of life. And of course, that's inherently personal to all of our viewers. We're talking about your values and priorities and motivations. So the year end allows us an opportunity to really think about, okay, am I making decisions in alignment with my values? Or am I in like a default mode where I procrastinate? It's just inertia where I'm doing the same things over and over and over. And yet I would hope for a different result, but yet I'm not changing any of my actions. So this is a great time of year to reflect on the types of things you're doing. Do you value experiences more than things? You talked about your family, spending time with them. I know you took some vacations this year with family.
Mm.
And, I think that's important to really determine, like, where am I aligning my resources with what's important to me?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that one. Around this time, people also feel more charitable and inspired to give. So, for someone who wants to give but may feel stretched, what are some creative or budget friendly ways to make an impact?
Yeah, it's a tough time of year as far as like a lot of people do feel charitably inclined, but at the same time, like I said, the holidays are a stressor financially speaking. So, and also with the government shutdown that we've been experiencing, I don't know if it'll be done by the time this video airs, but as far as the government shutdown, SNAP benefits were reduced. There was pressure on food shelves, things like that. My wife volunteers at our local community food shelf, and they saw higher demand. That is a one way that I think a lot of people can really participate, whether it's through their church, maybe it's through their local, community type of organization. If they can volunteer in some way, and that can make a meaningful difference. I think noticing your neighbors is another way
Mm,
that you can make a low cost impact. Like we used to have communities and you used to feel a little bit closer to your neighbors.
mhm.
Understanding if they're going through any struggles, helping people out, coming together as a neighborhood to do things that might mean something to somebody. Our neighbor across the street has suffered with a lot of health issues, and so neighbors reaching out and helping with something as simple as kind of yard type chores or whatever it happens to be. If you notice your neighbors and talk to them, I think that brings communities together as well.
I love that. I think just your presence can make a huge impact on other people and just acknowledging them, as you said. So I think that is excellent.